Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we're gonna do this very easy stitch, 2 rows repeat. I think this stitch is nice to do like a wrap, like a shawl if you like, scarf. Well, the stitch is not reversible, so for a scarf, maybe infinity scarf or a baby blanket if you like. This stitch works with multiples of 4 plus 3 more. So I have here multiples of 4, I have 20 chains. I'm gonna chain 3 more, and I'm using 4.0 millimeter crochet hook. Okay, I'm gonna chain 3 more chains. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we're gonna skip the first 4 chains from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th chain from the hook we're gonna do in there 4 double crochets. So this is the second double crochet, third, and the 4th one into that 5th chain from the hook. And what we're gonna do until we finish this this row, we're gonna skip the next 3 stitches, and into the 4th stitch or chain we're gonna place in there 4 double crochets. So 1, go back again into the same chain and do the 2nd and the 3rd and the 4th double crochet. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do like this: skip the next 3 chains and into the 4th 4 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip the next 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th chain 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th. Skip the next 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th 4 double crochet, and you're gonna be left with 2 chains or stitches, depends how you wanna call. So 1 more double crochet. So we have 2 chains left, 1 and 2. We're gonna skip the next chain, and into the next, which is the last, we're gonna do 1 double crochet. It's gonna look like this. Okay, now chain 2, and like I said, this stitch has 2 rows repeat. So this row that we're gonna do now and the next one, those are gonna be the rows that you're gonna repeat on and on and on. Okay. So yarn over the hook, first double crochet here, we're gonna do a front post double crochet. So front post double crochet through the first double crochet of the cluster, then between the second double crochet and the third into that space, so skip this one and go between the second and the third, we're gonna do 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet into the same space where we did this 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, and the 3rd one. Now we're gonna skip the next double crochet, which is the 3rd one, and the last one, the 4th double crochet, we're gonna do front post double crochet. It's gonna look like this. So front post, and then 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet, and at the end the 4th double crochet we're gonna do front post. So you move to the next cluster, so we're gonna do front post through the first double crochet of the cluster, then the space between the second and the 3rd double crochet, into that space we're gonna do 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet into the same space between the second and the third double crochet. Okay, and the last double crochet of this cluster, we're gonna do front post double crochet. Then you move to the next cluster and you repeat. So first double crochet of the cluster, you're gonna do a front post double crochet, and in the space between the second and the third, we're gonna do in there 2 sets of double crochet separated by 2 chains. So I did 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet into the same space between the second and the third double crochet. And the last double crochet of this cluster, we're gonna do a front post. So this is one of the rows that you're gonna repeat, and the next row it's very easy. You move to the next cluster and you repeat front post first, then you're gonna go between the second and the third double crochet, and you're gonna place in there 2 sets of 3 double crochets separated by 2 chains, and 3 more double crochets. It's a very easy stitch, builds up really fast, but I think this is nice to work with medium size yarn. You can, if you want, you can try with a thicker one. That's why I'm using this thicker, and it gets a little bit you know, curly here. So here the last, we have last cluster and the chain that we skipped in the beginning. So we're gonna repeat the first double crochet. We're gonna do a front post double crochet, then the space between the second and the third, we're gonna put in there 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet into that same space. Okay, and now at the last you're going to skip the next double crochet, and into the last double crochet of this cluster you're going to do a front post double crochet. Then at the chain where we have the chain, you're going to go on top of the chain right here, right there, and you're going to do a double crochet. This is how you're going to finish every row, with a double crochet, chain 2. So now in this space, 2 chain space between these sets of double crochet, we're going to place in here 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one. Yeah? So now you're going to move to the next cluster, and between the sets of double crochet into that 2 chain space, you're going to place in there 4 double crochets. So these are the rows that you're going to repeat on and on and on with this stitch. And you move to the next shell. Into that 2 chain space, you're going to place in there 4 double crochets. Move to the next shell, and you're going to place in there 4 double crochets. And this row goes really fast, it's easy. And now you move to the last set, the last shell, let's say, and into that 2 chain space you're going to repeat 4 double crochet you're going to put in there. Okay, 4. So now you have the chain 2 here, 1 and 2. So you're going to go on top of the chain 2, and you're going to do a double crochet, chain 2, turn your work. It's going to look like this. So this is I work with 4.0 millimeter crochet hook. When you work with this big, it's gonna be kind of chunky, but I think this one is nice to work with thinner yarn. Yeah, this stitch, or medium size. So now you're gonna repeat the row with the shell. So the first cluster is here, the first double crochet. You're gonna do a front post double crochet, and the space between the second and the third, right there, you're gonna place in there 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet into the same space. And then at the end you're gonna finish with a front post double crochet into the last double crochet of this cluster. So the last double crochet right there, front post, and you're gonna move to the next shell and you're gonna do the same. Front post double crochet, and the space between the second and the third, you're gonna put 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Then you're gonna go to the last double crochet of the cluster, front post, and you're gonna do like this. And when you reach the end, you have the 2 chain, and on top of the second chain you're gonna do a double crochet. So this is the stitch. Goes really fast, but I think with a thinner yarn, I think it's nicer, this stitch. Then, but if you like chunky like this for a blanket, sure, no problem. So this is the back of the work. You can try and do this stitch. I'm sure you're gonna find some projects that you can do with this. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.